name is Dwayne Smith, and this challenging personality scenario presentation is about a disgruntled mother who have an issue with the head boys varsity basketball coach not giving her son the playing time she feels he deserves. The school that I coached at had some issues with parents complaining about the lack of playing time for their child. This scenario will talk about how situations like this would usually be handled at my school. These are some of the facts of this scenario. The parent says that every game she attends, her son is not getting a lot of playing time. She feels the head coach is playing favorites and is not paying attention to her son. She also says that she doesn't understand how her son is not getting any playing time because he's starting on his club basketball team. Now this has been a big issue with uh, the kids at some of the kids at the school where I worked at, because some of the parents feel that if they on their club team and starting or even playing a lot, they believe they should be uh, the same thing should happen on the school team. But as we all know, that's not necessarily the case because this club team, anyone could join the club team as long as you could afford to pay for the club team. That doesn't mean you might be talented. With a lot of clubs, some clubs, you have to be really talented. They pick a few, like the EBYL basketball and the Adidas teams and stuff like that, the sneaker teams. But like local club teams, which the sun is on, once you have your money, you could get on the team and play. And also with the parent, she thinks the coach is not treating her son fairly, and she decides to bypass the proper procedure and call the school one to meet with the athletic activities director. So, on the director point of view, these are the responses that the athletic activities director have to the scenario. The athletic director activities The activities director agrees to have a meeting with the parent to discuss the situation. Now, during the meeting, he listens to the parent vent her frustration about her son's lack of playing time. This is a good way to let the parent blow off some steam before saying anything. Because if you say something uh, before or try to interrupt her, it might just even get worse. Because she might say you're not listening to my complaint or whatever. Now, the letter activities director asked the parent if she talked to the coach about the situation, and the parent responded saying no. Sometimes this would happen where they'd be so mad that they don't want to approach the parent. They want to approach the coach. They want to go over the coach and go to someone else to listen to them. Hopefully, the person would take their side, which it will be a bad situation for everybody if that happens. Okay, and the athletic activities director explained to the parent during the meeting that it would be best to discuss the situation with the coach to find the reason why her son is not getting playing time. Coaches would have a valid reasons why they are not playing a player a lot, because as we all know, a lot of coaches, well, coaches in general, is not gonna play people just because they parent want them to play or whatever. They're gonna play the person who gives the team the best chance to win and who is disciplined enough. After the mother spoke with the coach, she was able to understand why her son wasn't getting playing time. Now, as a letter activities director, if you tried to come to a solution before she even went to the coach, you might have an issue with the coach, and that won't be good for nobody. So it was best for the athletic activities director to direct the parent to the coach to find out the reason why her son is not getting any playing time. Luckily, she was able to understand the situation, but a lot of the times that don't really happen like that. Now, if the parent and the coach are not able to come to a resolution, then the athletic activities director should schedule a meeting with the coach, parent, and a son to try and resolve the issue. The article that talks about athletic directors offering suggestions for handling problematic parents gives some solution to dealing with disgruntled parents. One of the athletic activities director in the article mentioned that his school have a chain of command for parents to follow in order to discuss a concern or a problem. For example, a parent should first talk with the coach. I agree with the parent talking to the coach first, as I mentioned earlier, because it could be a simple reason why a son is not getting playing time, and the problem could be resolved quickly without it escalating to the team and even the whole athletic program, which would be bad for everybody else. Now, in conclusion, incidents like this will occur. Make sure to be prepared to handle situations like this as athletic activities director. Also, take notes of the meeting to put on record just in case you have a similar situation in the future. You can look back and see how the situation handled. It is important to try and diffuse the problem before it escalates any further. Also, try to stay away from giving solutions during a meeting with the parent until you get both sides of the story. I think the parent should sit and talk with their child first about his lack of playing time before going to the coach. You might understand more why he's not playing, and he might tell you the truth. In every situation, it is important to have your coach back. I repeat, it is very important to have your coach back because the last thing you want to do is fall out of grace with coaches. And if that coach leave, and you might have a reputation as athletic activities director that not taking up your coach, and you might never get a good coach in your athletic program because they will say, why would they want to come to your program if you're not going to have their back? I hope you enjoyed my video presentation, and everyone have a good day.